Greetings and salutations, welcome back to another Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as Ryazan. Where we last left our nation, we were in a war on Lithuania's side against Crimea and Kazan. And we just got the Narcissism achievement for naming a general after myself and leading my army to victory. All future generals, of course, will be named after subscribers. Unless I stream stuff, which I'm planning to do, then it'll be off of viewers. Anyone gives me that cash money, of course, I'll name things after them. It's interesting that they haven't pieced out yet. Let's call this guy back from the outraged, and we'll stick him on neighbors. Denmark, that's a good one, actually. Denmark is in our business. Don't like this attrition. You could see that our armies from drilling do have a bonus, and it decreases every month. Of course, if they get reinforcements, we can see right now. You know, it pulled everyone out of this army, moved them to others, so the army drill bar just dropped. But what it gives them, by virtue of having 44, is they get 4% land fire damage, shock damage, and they take 4% less. So if you've got 100% drilling, it's going to be 10% extra shock and fire damage, 10% less fire and shock damage received. So I think I'm going to move out of this province. We don't have any siege. We don't have any cannons. We have no reason for being there. Get over there. These troops. And they're actually just going to go right past them. No Comet, Devil's Kith and Kin. Let's get these guys back in the friendly territory. They're somewhat protected by a fort. Guess we could have them down there looting. But we don't want to do that. We want to get them drilling. Yuck. Lost a ruler, so we don't have an heir. That is scary. So we need to get some royal marriages. You. And Castile got the Iberian wedding. Okay, what'd they take? Well, they couldn't take Crimea. Genoa or Theodora possibly could. And now we got tons of favors here. So let's bump that trust up as high as we can get it. And I'm wondering... No guy would come in, but Uzbek has their own problems. Yeah, I think since we have that threat of a personal union, we're just going to go for it. Stop drawing our troops. Wait to get some more morale. I mean, we're military tech 4 versus their 4. We're going to hit 5. Okay, Muscovy's going that direction. I mean, I'd join them if they'd call us in. Just to throw ourselves into battles and get some favors. Grab that. And get our Eastern Militia. Start building up some spy power here. And Lithuania, I really want you to get your army back home. Okay, we got 13 favors. We might be able to call them in. We really, really, really need an heir. This guy's only 18, so we do have some time, but I really don't want to fight War of Independence against Muscovy when there's no strong PLC and there's no strong Ottomans. Towards building a spy network. I wish you would attack me. Make my life easier. Okay, no free troops at the moment, though. Okay, let's see what our options are here. If we were to declare, we would be on our own against Nogai. Can't really get better relations than that. Trust would help, but that's about it. Ugh, I really need to get in this fight. Let's top off relations here in case that helps. But really, money is what they need, and we don't have much of that. Okay, hopefully this will go poorly for the Great Horde. So Uzbek still wouldn't come in, Nogai still would. Okay, Muscovy, when do we get sufficient favors? It'll take us 3 years for each one. So a little over 6 years. I would love to just attack them, because they clearly got rebels. We can't go in it alone. And if we could just give that to Muscovy. Okay, so we got an error. He's a 013. I'm not naming that after one of our viewers. What do we want here? Really don't want to lose prestige, but it gives us patriarch authority and makes the clergy estate more loyal, so I guess we'll do that. Let's get a little bit of cash. With that cash, we could potentially be doing this. But if we can get Lithuanian support in here, that could mean the difference between them joining the war or not. Really don't want to offer them land yet. Yeah, so if we had the favors with Muscovy, we could call them in. But I really don't want to wait that many years. Just wondering how much more debt we would have to pay off. I'd love to do this while the rebels are still there, and Uzbek wouldn't help them. They're getting closer. Sum another 25 and see if that, how much that does. About 2 reasons. Well, okay, let's go for it. Oof. Crimean separatists. Yeah, let's do this before they get a chance to say no because of their rebels. Okay, we'll grab the Wargle. See what we can see. I don't want to get too far from the Lithuanian troops, but I don't want to help them kill these rebels. I want those rebels to be a thorn in other people's sides rather than ours. You get over here? Get over here, man. They're locked in. Okay, so if we chase them down here... You attached to me? You are. So if we can wipe out these Nogai troops. Let's wait here until he gets locked in. He's too smart for that, apparently. We'll move over here. Should be a little bit more maneuverable. Just based off of the average province size. Okay, we're going to hit on the 31st, so I'm going to consolidate my troops. And that went pretty well. Can't complain about that. Is anyone sieging? No. Let's go over there and see how much damage we could do to their capital. It looks like those separatists went over there. And we could raise some Streltsy. Sure. 2 troops. Get them over here. We can ask our friends for stuff. I'm just going to get a little bit of prestige. Yeah, they're not in... Whoops, wrong button. Call to arms. You know what? If we could get this guy, take all of our money, call in 10 more troops. The price of 16 ducats. Those are the cheapest troops you'll ever buy. Not true with some free condottieri, but, you know, you get the point. Okay, fire that guy. Crack the walls in our capital already, that's great news. And the Great Horde is already not liking life. After we capture this, I think our goal will be to try clearing out some of this stuff. Lubeck, we don't care if Lubeck hates us, yeah. So we'll just get some bonuses there. And then we'll try to knock Nogai out of the war. We shouldn't let them do this. And they turned away. That was great. Okay, Tver, why don't you liberate some of this stuff? Okay, we're on control the siege. We could charge the walls, but we just don't have the manpower to do that. 42%. Because Tver's general has a Pippin siege. That's great. Okay, almost got it. Have to put down their rebels. I don't like that. But at least it was a small stack. Okay. Now I think Lithuania will try to peace out. Meaning we won't have to give them anything, so let's see if we could actually knock Nogai out of the war first. Well, we still have those Lithuanian troops. Oh, come on, man. Be smart. You don't need to be attached to me. Okay, we cracked the walls. Fortunately, the Kazan here when there weren't many men inside of that. Enthusiasm is still pretty high, but if we can capture this fort... Oh, they got that quickly. Okay, haven't attached me. If we can capture this, go back over and capture Saratov, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, Lithuania still got high enthusiasm. The big worry will be what Lithuania's troops are going to be doing, because they're like spreading out like crazy over here. Okay, so let's get back over here. Hopefully people will follow. So I don't want to exile these troops over here. Okay, we got there. Well, there's only 730 guys. And we're going to pull this guy back. Okay, let's try to exile these troops. So we could just try to take some ducats. Okay, Lithuania pieced out, so we really need that fort as soon as possible. So I really need Tver to move their troops over here. Because if they're bunched up and we're split up, they're going to win. Yes, please move over here. 624. We could do this. Just stay here. Okay, this could be a rough battle. We've got some cash. Those bonuses aren't going to help us. Don't have a whole lot we can do. Just hope for the best. Hope for the best. My preferred method of war strategy. Now I'm really worried that these guys are going to come up here. Nice. He stack wiped him. Okay. So I don't want to wait around for those troops to come up north. So we're taking that. Kazan and the Great Horde. Don't necessarily want a border. No guy. Trying to go any bigger than that, really. 64 overextension. So I mean, that's our peace deal. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, now first thing we're going to do is look at our merchants. This guy is now going to work on improving relations. So I just clicked on our trade node there. Definitely improving relations. This guy, if we do it here, it would affect the Great Horde, Lithuania, blah, blah, blah. Not people that actually care. So why don't we transfer trade power here, even though we won't be making as much money. And this will at least affect more of the countries that care, won't it? It's really these three, so we'd have to do it over here. So it pushes trade up here. That works for me. I can live with that. Okay, we've got high war exhaustion, but let's get our stability back up. And let's keep an eye on our time. How we're doing here. 23 minutes? Yes, we'll wait a few more minutes. Okay, so we're down 6,000 manpower. That's going to be difficult to get back. So why don't we move our troops over to here, where they're relatively safe. And our professionalism isn't giving us a whole lot. Let's just cash it in for some manpower. Okay, now the other thing we want to do is try to diminish chance of a rebel uprising over here. I mean, it's still really high, but we've got war exhaustion, don't have accepted cultures, and we should be able to bring down that autonomy with this. Okay, the other thing I'd like to do is get Mishar as an accepted culture as soon as possible. We want to give some stuff out to estates. This is in one of our states. We can give it to the clergy to bring down that unrest. And then we're going to try giving some of this to our Cossacks. And so I want to go with outraged. And Muscovy is influencing us. Good for them. Let's go for Kazan. And Lithuania doesn't like us. Why don't you like us, Lithuania? They want all of our provinces. So let's bump up that trust. Start improving those relations again. This would just cause a rebel problem. Well, that one's pretty quick. Let's go for that. And I'm going to cash in some of our Patriarch Authority for lowered revolt chance. We'll slow down our conversions, but you know, what do you do? Reduce overextension. We'll do that because it's going to happen naturally. And we are going to get these guys drilling so that hopefully we can get some more manpower to fill in these armies. Okay, so that's a good start. Picked up a lot of territory. Yeah, get it stated up. I guess we could try flipping over to Sunni, but I don't think that's a good idea. No, Lithuania, don't do it. Don't do it, Lithuania. Bodies. Why? Hostile attitude. Not same religion. Yeah, there's not a whole lot that we can do. Let's bring down this war exhaustion for now. I'm going to take that because I just want those points. And let's get some more Patriarch Authority. Expand our Cossack registry for the nice bonuses they give us. And there's probably going to be some states over here, so I guess it's okay if they get a little mouthy. I'm actually going to pull our troops away from that border because of the active rebels. But going to keep them drilling. Get rid of that war exhaustion. And we're going to go with both on outraged at the moment. Our desire is minus 1,030. That's pretty crazy. Really want to get Mishar as an accepted culture. That'll make our life a lot easier. And we're in no shape to be planning out other wars, but I do want to get a claim on Kazan as soon as possible. Corruption's going up. Yeah, we can try to bring that down a little bit. Don't have much money, but we're not a great power, so somebody could pay off our debt. It could happen. Okay, well, we're doing alright on manpower until we see some rebels popping up, so that's nice. And we could bring down rebel factions by 30 each, so I'm going to wait till this Sunni Zealots gets up to 30, and then I'll click that. Don't really like how upset they are with us. They only mildly want one province, so it's crazy that it's minus 101 reasons. It's not like it's a core of theirs or anything. Just a claim. They don't have a Meltrist on the throne. Let's see if we can... Who are their rivals? No one that we could rival. We could rival Circassia, but they kind of like us. We can actually pick them up as an ally. But now's not the time for that. Okay, we can purchase an ability, we can get combat bonuses, we could reduce aggressive expansion, or we could get free war taxes. I'm going to go for the aggressive expansion, because that could mean the difference between life or death. Okay, now that both of our rebel factions are above 30, I am going to click that. Okay, so RedBstrd has improved. His shock is better. 3220. Of course, again, it wasn't siege. They can't all be winners. It'd been hilarious if the one I wanted to name it after myself was like a 1000 or something ridiculous. No, Muscovy, we're not doing that. Good try, though. Not giving you our trade power. Okay, Crimea is free, and they opted not to get any involvement from Ottomans. Okay, let's pull the skip back, because I would like to conquer some of this if I could, before they can get an ally. And if I can rival them, that might be enough to make Lithuania buddies with us again. Yeah. So they broke that royal marriage, didn't they? They did. Jerks. Now they lost a bunch of territory and got weaker. Crimea doesn't have the province we need, but Theodora's pretty easy target as well, in general. Okay, so let's continue work on outraged countries. I do wonder what Kazan is working with in the battlefield. 15,000 troops. Yeah, we're not ready for that. There's one spell, you know, we'll take some corruption. So we're bringing that down slowly over time. If I could afford it, I would hire a theologian. Somebody wants to hire our army. Who does? Shirvan. So we could sell our army out to Shirvan. Who are they fighting? 3 people down here. Sell our army to them and just leave it recruiting up, or drilling up here. Which is probably something that's going to be patched out. Oops. What am I doing? This. Muscovy's attacking Kazan. So we're going to stop our army from drilling. You can just move it, and it will stop drilling. Okay, what do they actually want? They just want those. So I'm going to mark those as being of interest to us. They're a rival. I mean, Muscovy might call us in. Ottoman Golden Era. Well, they did take Constantinople. We can send our Cossacks some ducats. Yeah, we're already in debt. So I'm not going to declare war yet, because it wouldn't do us a whole lot. I'm hoping instead that Muscovy decides to call us in. I will just extend that loan. Well, if we declared, who would protect them? Chagatai. Oh, we have a truce, that's why. We have a truce. Until when? 5 years. Yeah, they're not going to call us in. I like Gazikamok. Let's keep an eye on our time before I start a war. 35 minutes. Let's stop here. Thank you for watching.